The Memphis Grizzlies exceeded expectations this season as they were able to earn the last and final playoff spot in a tough and competitive Western Conference. The third youngest roster in the league finished with a 38-34 record and lost in the first round in 5 games against the number 1 seeded Utah Jazz. Morant showed what kind of game changer he could be in the play-in tournament and in the playoffs. Dillon became one of the go-to guys down the stretch, and he came through countless times. There were a lot of guys that showed improvements throughout the season. The most important thing about the Grizzlies is they have to stay hungry. It's easy for a team like the Grizzlies to have some success and believe it's going to get easier going forward. It won't get easier, especially in the Western Conference. This team has a lot of young players at just about every position. I don't see an obvious positional need that the Grizzlies have to address, but they could use another solid scoring option. With the 17th pick in the draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Tre Mann from the University of Florida. The Grizzlies have a nice core with a lot of young talent, but it seems that the team could use another scoring option coming off the bench. Tre Mann could be that guy. Mann is a 6'4" combo guard who can score off the catch and off the dribble. He made major improvements as a shooter from his freshman year to his sophomore year. He made only 27% of his threes as a freshman, but during his sophomore year, he shot 40%. Mann has good quickness and burst to get to the rim and was able to finish around the basket in a number of ways. He's definitely more of a scorer and a shooter than a facilitator. His playmaking skills are a work in progress. He averaged around 3.5 assists per game, while also averaging around 3 turnovers per game. He may need more time to fine-tune his game before he gets permanent minutes in the NBA. The Grizzlies have players like DeAnthony Melton and Tyus Jones as backups at the guard position, so it will really be no rush to get Tre Mann on the court initially. With the 51st pick in the draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Isaiah Livers from the University of Michigan. The absence of Livers in the NCAA tournament probably kept Michigan from winning the national championship this past season. Isaiah Livers brings elite outside shooting to the table off top. This combo forward is a career 40% shooter from 3, and that's even more impressive when you factor in the amount of attempts he had in 3 years at Michigan. Livers attempted over 400 3-pointers in his career, and he's also a career 85% free throw shooter, and in his junior year, he actually shot a ridiculous 95.7%. Beyond shooting, he's an effective cutter and has a good general feel for the game. But NBA scouts question if he'll be able to guard wing players. He mostly guarded forwards during his time in college. He does have solid awareness and fundamentals, but he might get overwhelmed in the paint by NBA power forwards. Maybe by being surrounded by good defenders in Memphis, his shortcomings will be limited.